Hello everyone, today we are trying to use the uh, array object and the fill message in a creative way. So let's say we want to create an array with 5 elements, with each one being a randomly generated number in the range between 1 and 10. Here it is. Let's roll the dice once again. Alright, what if I want not 5 identical values, but I want 5 different values, although randomly generated? It's enough here to add curly braces, and here we are. We have 5 different values, but we can have like 15 different values. We can increase, of course, the range. Said that, let's see if we can use this in a creative way. And we are creating a synth, and yeah, we are giving it a name. And of course a definition in curly brackets. So all right, so let me explain what I've been doing here. We choose this variable to which we assign our old friend sine wave oscillator with its default frequency. Then we scale down the signal because I don't want to jump up and ruin my ears. And then I send. This is one thing we have to remember when we are dealing with synths, that we have to route the signal out through the output bus, and starting with the 0 channel here. And so we have a mono signal, and we play it. And let's see. All right, perfect. So I have my signal coming out from the only channel I have, starting from 0. And when I pile up signals in multi-channel extension, so let's say 300 and 300 and 330. All right. And so I expect the 2 signals coming from channels 0 and 1. Great, because it works like that. And so I add another signal, and so I expect the signal coming out from 0, 1, and 2 output buses. Let's create the synth and we play it. Great, I was right. But I'm not filling in the values by hand. I want to use this object I just discovered. I want an array of 4 elements randomly generated, each one different from the other, and so from a frequency of 300 to 3000. All right, we are missing, yeah, All right. So we test this, and this is for randomly generated frequency. Great. We were right to scale this down, and a couple of things come to my attention. First, every time I run the synth that I defined like this, I created, I always get the same notes. You see, this is not changing. So I can fix this by changing the message here, and we use rand instead with a capital R, and you'll see that this is giving me always, even though I don't validate the synth, each time I run it, I will get always a different set, let's say that, a different array of frequencies. So we fixed this. Another very important thing that I see, an issue, is that I can see on the meter 4 channels, but I can only hear 2 of them each time. That's because we do have 2 loudspeakers, left and right, headphones, the same, left and right. So I would need a huge and articulated loudspeaker system with 5 channels, 4 channels, 8 channels to listen to every single oscillator I'm creating here. That's frustrating. What's the use of having 8 channels if I can only hear 2 of them? To help us, we have this wonderful UGen called Splay, which mixes all of the incoming signals, and it spreads it evenly on the stereo panorama, on the stereo field, so that I can hear all of them. Let's scale this down once more, and let's see what happens. Alright, this is a bit too low, but you will realize that now we can hear all of 8 oscillators. That's great. And each time a different set of frequencies. That's really what we wanted. And if we change the UGen like this, we hear rather lower frequencies of the range we write here. We hardwire here because this is an exponential random UGen. So yeah, this is generally lower. All right, let's add some envelope to give it a metallic quality. We use the PERC envelope type, and of course we have to multiply this, and let's see what happens. Yeah, some sort of tubular bells. Right, so all right, I don't want to hit my Control Enter each time to play a note. I'd rather do this to the system. So I use the pbind play, and so I tell the system to use the instrument I just created. I gave it some random duration, note duration, prand. So let's give it this, 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 and this. Let's see what happens. And so you have your bell concert, and there's no use in generating random frequencies because this is already hardwired in the synth. But one thing you can do, we can randomly generate the parameters of the envelope. So let's say argument, attack, release, and we change them here, ATK and rel. Great. What's wrong with that? All right. Great. And so here I need a W because my keyboard has W is not working no more, so I see it from here, and I use this P white. So attack and release will be generated like this. P white. So let's say this. All right, and P white again. So let's see what happens. All right, so you have freshly homemade contemporary music here, and even though I'm aware this is not the kind of music you're wanting to listen to while relaxing, nevertheless we learn how to use the array object in a creative way, and I hope this was helpful and funny for somebody. And if you want me to make any tutorial about something, some other subject, please let me know in the comments. Thank you for today. Thank you for your attention. Bye bye.